going on, Jerome's? After the dust has settled on NFC action for Week 12, taking a look at the NFC playoff situation as it currently stands. Minnesota Vikings, we're coming. What is up? At 5-6, the best 5-6 team in NFL history, are currently just on the outside looking in. So top 7 seeds, Saints 9-2. Congratulations on beating a Denver team that has no quarterback. Number 2, Packers at 8-3. Congratulations on beating a Bears team that has no quarterback. 3, Seahawks 7-3 by whatever. 4, Giants at 4-7. Man, the NFC East. Whatever. And then also you have the Rams who lost to the Niners. You had the Bucks who got beat by the Chiefs, as well as the Cardinals who lost at the Patriots. So as bad as things got a couple weeks ago, when the Vikings were on bye and not bye, when nothing went right before they played the Bears on Monday night, they got some help. They did get some help. So all 3 teams currently in the 5, 6, 7 wild card slots. Rams, Bucks, and Cardinals lost. Big help for the Vikings. Vikings took care of the business against Carolina. Bears obviously lost. And even though the Niners won, the Vikings do have the tiebreaker over them currently with a better in-conference record, as well as the Vikings are obviously one up in the head-to-head against the Bears. So even though there's a logjam at 8, 9, 10, at 5-6, Vikings do have the edge right now. And next week, they could slide in. They could slide into that 7-seed wild card if the Cardinals lose. Woo! Come on. Let's go. Let's play a little bit of football. Also, are you like me after watching the Adam Thielen reaction video to the end of the Panthers game, and then you just find yourself saying, what's the flag for? What's the flag for? Because obviously hashtag one of us, but man, that Minnesota accent is thick, man. It's like watching an episode of Fargo. It's good times. But yeah, like we said, the Vikings, if they take care of business against Jacksonville, which obviously they cannot overlook, the Jaguars at 1-10. This is why it's so tough to win a game in the NFL, because the Jaguars are 1-10. They're a feisty team. They gave the Browns all they could handle on Sunday, so do not take them lightly at all. But if the Rams do beat the Cardinals, and that's the tough thing about this current wild card situation, is that the Bucks are on bye, and then they have a relatively easy schedule the rest of the way. They play the Falcons friggin' twice, as well as the Lions. But also, I mean, the Rams and the Cardinals play twice. So someone is going to win. And what you want to happen is that you want the team with a better record to sweep. So you need to be big Rams fans this week. And like we said, if the Rams do beat the Cardinals and the Vikings beat Jacksonville, the Vikings do slide into that 7 seed. So let's go. Let's get it going. And, you know, before the Cowboys game, obviously a lot of people thought that maybe the Vikings could win out. Maybe they could go 11-5, staying alive, look at the rest of the schedule. And then after the Cowboys somehow, some way beat the Vikings, it was like, oh, here we go again. But the miracle win against the Panthers, got a reprieve from the governor. Let's go. Let's get it on. So now you got the 1-10 Jacksonville Jaguars. You're at Tampa Bay, who, I mean, Tampa Bay was super intimidating early on, but now they're having some infighting. Now they have some injuries. Also, Brady and Arians aren't really getting along. And stylistically, I never thought that it would match up, because BA loves to sling it 9-9-9, no risk it, no biscuit, going vertical. And Brady just simply does not have the arm for that wide receiver unit at this point. He doesn't. So even though they're coming off a bye, Vikings could get it done after they beat Jacksonville. All of a sudden, what happened? They're 7-6. They're establishing themselves as a wild card. Then you take care of business against a horrible Chicago team at home, and then you go down to New Orleans. Taysom Hill's probably still going to be playing quarterback. You know that Zimmer, it's still sticking in his craw the way that Taysom Hill carved up the Vikings in the wild card round last year. Absolutely. And by the way, Taysom Hill still hasn't thrown an NFL touchdown pass. Crazy, right? Yeah. And then you're at Detroit. Detroit will already have come back in. Let me begin. Detroit they're done. They're finito. So rest of schedule, strength of schedule is 464. And unfortunately, I mean, you look, so the Seahawks basically have a path to the playoffs paved in rose petals and whatnot. So they play both both New Jersey teams, and then they're at Washington. So that one's whatever. Packers, Philly, home, and then they're at Detroit, then Carolina, then Tennessee at home, then also they're at Chicago week 17. Hopefully Tennessee and Chicago maybe could trip them up a time or two, but I'm not necessarily holding my breath. So the Vikings are going to be in as a wild card. The NFC North, like, if weird things happen, sure, but not banking at this point. Just get in the dance. And I mean, this year with the fan policies of various teams, I'm okay being on the road. I almost prefer it. Yeah, as weird as that sounds. So Vikings getting in. The Giants or whatever, the Vikings aren't going to win the NFC East, even though they probably should. But like we said, Rams, got to root for the Rams. Got to root. Or, I mean, if the Bucks could drop a couple of games here or there, I think they potentially could be in free fall, could be plucking their wild card spot. But yeah, I think it's the Cardinals. Got to focus on the Cardinals. And we said that the Cardinals could drop a handful of games in the row, and they have, as well as they dropped one against New England. They lost against Seattle. And now you got the Rams. They're probably going to beat the Giants on the road, but you never know. You never know at this point. And then they host Philly and the Niners, and they get the Rams again. So the Cardinals could end up 8-8. They really could. And I think the Vikings may just slide in and steal that wild card spot. I'm not worried about the Bears. I'm not necessarily worried about the Niners. I think that they're making a good show of it. Really cool to see them beat the Rams on Sunday. But yeah, I think that there's just too many injuries at key positions, and also they're being ravaged by COVID. So I don't think that the Niners get back in this thing. But like we said, the Vikings do control their own destiny. If they win out, they automatically will get a spot no matter what happens in other games. So just focus on your business. A one-game playoff in Jacksonville is it. Get to 6-6, get to 500, and let's go. Let's go. But your thoughts, take a look at the current NFC playoff picture. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. I'll support that work. Post something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.